I'm on my rooftop here in Brooklyn. Beautiful weekend morning. Sun is just starting to come up. It was hard for me to make this video. I am a very private person. I'm introverted just by nature, and the last thing that I would want to do is to make a YouTube video with my face on it. But over the past month, I would say, just sort of putting beats up on YouTube, getting a sense of the user community, it's clear that at least the production community is very supportive. Not just of me, of each other. I see that between producers. It seems that everybody's very open to new ideas and production styles, and just generally very positive. And that's ultimately why I decided to do this video. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why I recently started using GarageBand on iOS on my iPad exclusively to produce beats. And I'm sure to some of you that's going to sound absolutely ludicrous, and I can understand why that might be. GarageBand is definitely not a fully featured audio workstation. I grew up using Reason, right? I started using it in 2000, if you can believe that, when it was first released. And Reason is a beast when it comes to features. And I used that for 14, maybe 15 years, and then I put production down. I have a wife and a kid, and space becomes limited. We moved, so I sort of put my production stuff away. And I had never posted anything online before that. I just sold sort of hand to hand on the street, just from knowing people. So come the pandemic, my son is messing around with GarageBand, which I thought was a toy, for forever. I had touched it maybe a couple of times, but I thought it was a toy, and I was just playing around with it. He's 9 years old now. He was actually making some decent sounding stuff, and I was like, how is he doing that? So I looked at it. I was more listening to the sounds that were coming out of it. I was somewhat impressed by those sounds, I gotta be honest. So I started screwing around with it, and I was like, this is actually pretty interesting, for the fact that, not necessarily for what it can do as far as, for the plugins, because there are very few plugins. There are major limits with GarageBand as far as processing is concerned, as far as automation is concerned. Like, you can't even automate panning, right? You can't automate filtering. You can't sidechain. You can't even get a really good slide bass out of it, honestly. There are some workarounds, but for what it lacks, right? For its shortcomings there, it gives me some kind of new creativity, right? In the sense that I don't sit in a room and make beats with this. I go wherever I want. I go out on the street. I come up to the roof here, to the deck. I go upstate. I go into the woods. I literally have made dozens of beats in the woods with this thing. And I take inspiration now from the environment, because it's possible to do that with this thing. So this video is about me going out down into Brooklyn, deeper into Brooklyn, not deeper actually, closer to the bridges, which are behind me somewhere, and just taking inspiration from my surroundings. And you'll see I found a guy on the street who was just playing music, just randomly, and I just sampled him and made a beat out on the street in 45 minutes. Now, whether or not it's a good beat is, obviously up for discussion, but the point is, I wanted to show you how you could just take inspiration on the spot, right from anywhere, and put it down, get the idea down, and make something out of it. I hope you enjoy this. Please like, please subscribe, please comment if you do. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, we're off to make a beat now. Alright, I'm in Dumbo now. Under the Manhattan Bridge. You sort of see it. But I'm in this spot right now. There's this guy performing on the street. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over there and sample him right now. And I'm gonna see if I can make a beat with what I sampled. Let's see how that goes. Let me flip this around. There's the dude. Alright, that's our target right there. That's our sample target. So as if on cue, this guy was just there playing music. I sampled him. I was gonna ask him if I could sample him, but he didn't seem to care that I was there. He saw me, I was standing right there filming him, recording him. He was just into his thing, so that's great. I'm gonna sit here right now. I'll flip the camera around, see where I am. Here's the bridge, right? This is the Manhattan Bridge. So I'm basically just gonna sit here, make a beat, take my inspiration from, you know, that sample, what I see around. Let's see what comes out. Alright, so the beat is basically finished. That was about, I don't know, about 45 minutes from the time I sampled the guy to the time I basically finished, give or take a few minutes. But there's some helicopter action going on up here. The police are usually out like this time of night doing stuff during COVID. We don't know what they're doing, but they're out. Anyway, I just wanted to sort of make the point that this very simple application it sort of reframes the way that I make music, in the sense that I go out and I can just sample something quick, feel a vibe, be in a place, be inspired by something, and get that down into a beat, get the feeling down, get what I'm feeling down into a beat right at that time, which you really can't do with your desktop software necessarily, like unless you get a laptop and bring it outside, of course, but the touch instruments that the iPad and that GarageBand provides, I think they offer something different. And although I didn't use any touch instruments this time, I do on many occasions, and it just sort of lets the feeling flow for me a little bit more than my desktop software does. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna work on mastering this, then I'm gonna post the beat, and I guess that's what you're looking at now. I really appreciate you watching this far. Thank you so much for your support. I know that I'm nobody, but you stuck in there with me, so again, I really appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe, please comment if you enjoyed this video, and I'd really like to do more of these in the future. Have a good one.